Welcome back. This is just an update video on my 64.5 Mustang convertible. Like I said before, I saw all the cool Mustangs being built in the Mustang 60 group build for the 60th anniversary of the Mustang. And I built the one, the Boss 351, 71, Boss 351. And I just saw these little convertibles, and I got to build one. I had the one from Ollie's, so I decided I had to build it. So that's the backstory on that. So I want to show you some of the updates here. I got sitting here in front of me. I'm trying all this new stuff. So I'll hold it up for a quick second. I got to take the top off just because it's like mocked up. So the paint's done. I'm pretty happy with it. It's all the Korea text. So it's pearl orange, and the white is pearl white. I don't know if you can see it there, but it's pretty. I mean, it's unusual. I know it's not supposed to be pearl, but like I said many times, as I look at these as art, and I like to do them. I like to try to do them a little different, a little artsy. I didn't do the chrome is not done yet. This is still the base coat on here. The visors are done, but they're taped off right now. They're white pearl as well. One thing I do want to talk about, and I forgot to grab it, and it's right here, excuse me, is the vinyl line tape. It's called vinyl line tape. It's for masking off like the lowrider kind of paint jobs, the really cool, intricate paint jobs. So I bought this on Amazon, and I did take I did find it, take a picture of it. Maybe I'll leave it in the description if you're interested. This is 1/8 inch, and I did buy another set that's coming, and it's like 1 millimeter up to 4 millimeter or something. A lot smaller, but so I've been messing around with this, and I do like it a lot. It's a nice crisp line. I thought, there's like no bleed through. So just something that you should all keep in mind. It's really, you should give it a try. It's really good stuff. Okay, let's get beyond that. Here on the car, I did, and I mentioned it in my first one. I did on the Ford on the front. It's very tiny. I did do the bare metal foil under the paint. It did work. I had to touch up just a little bit, because the letters are so tiny and so faint. There's hardly any depth to them whatsoever. So ended up working out pretty well. I was really happy with that. Tiny little touch up, and I can't see it, although my eyes are getting pretty bad. But I was real happy with that. Other little tiny things that I did was this is the bonnet for the convertible. But if you look real close, if it focuses, I can't tell if it's focusing because I can't see. I did the snaps in chrome. Actually, I used Green Stuff World, and this is the brush type. And it's great stuff. Does a real good job. And I used a sewing needle, which I don't have out. A big sewing needle. It's probably this long. Fine point. For tiny little things like this, you don't have to sharpen a toothpick at all. You just use a sewing needle. Works great. Way easier, more accurate because it's tiny. You just dip it, touch it, dip it, touch it, done. Worked out great. I think out of all those snaps, I had to clean it up a little bit with a toothpick on 2 of them. So I was real happy with that. As far as the painting goes, I did the chassis. It was done in body color. No clear on that one. The only thing I cleared was the body, really, and the dashboard a little bit. And then air cleaner. I know it's supposed to be blue with a black snorkel. Not mine, though. I did drill out. I did drill out the end and put black out. So it's really cool looking because it's got some depth to it. I like that. I was happy with that. The engine, There you go, guys. White pearl, because it's going to look nice inside that orange engine bay. I'm all about the colors, you know. Let me show you the dashboard. The steering wheel is just mocked up. I don't have the dashboard. The gauge cluster is actually on the tree. Um, I don't have that in yet because I have gauges coming. So there's the dashboard. It's done up as far as I'm going to go until I get the gauges. The steering wheel's done. I did that in the I did the black Sharpie for the dark spots, and then I did like a brown and a tan, and then I went over it with the same orange paint I put on the car, but I didn't shake the bottle. I just dipped the brush in there and went over the steering wheel to give it that orangish look, and it worked out pretty darn well. Looks really cool. So I'm happy with that. The chrome is a chrome pen, Flycy. I use Flycy right now. I like them. Um, got the interior is in real good shape now. I did flocking. I just finished the flocking and glued the seats and the console in, so you have some idea of what it looks like. Um, Console looks pretty cool like that. I didn't want to do the black because I like the white. I didn't want black in there. Like on the dashboard, the glove box is supposed to be black with a chrome trim. I just did the chrome trim. I left it white. This car's been redone. So it's the way I like them. The shifter, there's two shifters in this kit. I like that one with the white. I scraped off the chrome off the ball and did it. It's funny. It shows the directions show one shifter and call out the other. It's kind of humorous, but you can't go wrong with either one. They're both cool. So now I have an extra cool shifter. Anyway, the flocking. I was going to talk about that real quick. How I do mine is in a little Dixie cup, and I use Elmer's glue and I water it down, and it's actually it's pretty watery. It's kind of hanging on there, so it's heavier than milky, but it's pretty watery. I brush it on. Did the whole thing at once. Works. I like it. First though, before I do all that, is I did paint the floor and the carpet area orange. I try to go with a color close to what I want. Um, that way it gives it a cool base, and you can't tell if there's any bare spots. Not big bare spots, but light areas or whatever. It doesn't show through. It keeps it from showing through. It gives you a nice color. The color I used, I couldn't decide, so I had two color choices that could go with the orange. This is like a reddish orange. This has an orange tint because I have a dark red one. This is reddish orange. It's more red than orange. And then this is tea, which I've used in other cars. Um, why I'm showing you those is I mixed them and I did it like that, and it worked out pretty cool. That's how I got my color. It's got whoops, I almost dropped it. It's got a little orange color in it, but it's not too bright. It's actually pretty close to the color of the car. So anyway, use I don't know what you use. I use printer paper that's been folded in half so it has a seam in it. When I'm doing the flocking or the embossing powder, whichever you're using, and when you're done, you just pick it up and pour it into a container. These containers, dollar store, 4 of them for $1. And now I have that color mixed up in here, and I don't have to. You don't have to throw it away or nothing. You can keep it for another build, which I like orange, so there'll be more. Let's see what else I got here. I just easier stuff. I did the black wash panel liner in there, and in the grill. I'm not sure if I like the grill yet or not. Nothing in here yet in the gauges. I do have decals coming. I forgot to. I can put it's on eBay. I didn't put it on there. Maybe I can put a picture at the end or something because I did take a picture of it. Of the guy who's selling them. He sells. You can tell he's selling. He's buying model kits and then making the decals for the gauge clusters, and he sells them. They're $2.99. I think it's $4.49 shipping. But if you pick a cluster you want, like I wanted the 64.5, and hit add to cart, if you add 4 of them in there, it's all the same shipping. So you only have 449 one time. So he right now has a deal going 4. You buy 4, get 1 free. So I did buy 5. I went through all my monocle kits, not all of them. I went through some of the ones I want to build now to see if they had gauge decals, and then I bought them if I didn't have them. So that's pretty much all I have for you. That's my update. I'm happy with the car. It's coming along pretty cool. Excited. It's just going to have the regular tires and wheels and white walls. I did lower it, like I said in the other video. It's not slammed or nothing. It's just lowered to where it's closer to the tops, like hugging the tops of the tires. It's just not standing way up in the air. I just don't like that. I like the wheels to fill up the wheel well. So that's it. I appreciate everyone watching. I appreciate all my subscribers. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you follow along. I'm hoping to have this done this week, although we're going away this weekend, so I don't know. Hopefully, I can get it done before the weekend. You take care. Thanks a lot.